So, talk to me about how this project came together. Did you guys know each other before, or did you guys meet in the mines?
We worked together on Heroes. That was the first time we met, and we had to write a script together. And as writers, you know, we all have our very particular things. Like, he adds a comma in some places. I'm like, but the script turned out great. And my sister one day, she said, you know what would be a good TV show? A show about the Underground Railroad. And I was like, you know what would be a good title? Underground. And I never come up with good titles. So I was like, we gotta look into this. And the first person I started talking to was Joe.
And the first thing I thought when she said, I'm like, well, obviously it's the greatest story in American history. Obviously someone's done a story about the Underground Railroad. And we looked around, and you know, there was a Harriet Tubman project here and there, but nobody had really dived into what was probably the greatest story in American history.
I think now that we've seen 12 Years a Slave, we've seen other slave projects on other cable channels, is the time period now for people to say yes? Because you wonder, like you said, no one's done it before. You ask why. Right. Why not now, and why now?
I feel like we're blessed with the fact that those projects existed because we want to take it to the next level. We want to, you know, we've told stories about the occupation, and now we want to tell the story about the revolution. Tell the stories about the heroes that actually dared to say, I can be free and run 600 miles.
And the people that would help them along the way, because I think that what's exciting for me too is that it was the first integrated civil rights movement in America, and really just exploring that and what it takes to run, what it takes to be people who's risking their home and their lives to help people run. It was just an exciting time period to explore.
So what are we expecting within a 10-episode series? Are things going to shift by episode 4 or 5, or do you watch the first episode and kind of get an idea as to where it's going to go?
I think that we're trying to surprise the audience every step. Every episode, we want you to not know who's doing what's happening. For us, it's a thrill ride. You know, for us, we look at it as a thriller, and we want the audience to be surprised. And really, you know, one of the things we were talking about when we were conceiving the show is this idea that when you run, you have no idea what's out there, what's happening within the second, and we definitely want the audience to feel that way too as they watch it.
We're very excited as fans of television. There's nothing better than thinking you know what's going to happen and then having the rug pulled out from under you. So we hope every week we do that.
So what's the challenge of going from being a writer on the show to now being the creators of the show? We have a lot more responsibility.
400 emails a day.
Yes.
That you have to answer. But it's also you don't have somebody telling you no. You know, so you get to we get to be bold.
Yes, and I think that's what's exciting is being able to say, we want to shoot for the moon and then go there. And that's what's exciting, I think, about being a show writer as opposed to being just a writer on the show.
Is there anything that we should be prepared for when we watch the series? Is it going to be the storyline, the acting, the actors, a combination of all three?
All of it. I mean, I'm just so excited for people to see it because I do think that there's just so much going on. It's so rich. Where we shot it, we were able to go to LSU and use the Burden Museum and be in actual, you know, slave shacks and period places. And I just think it's all exciting.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Great.